Christina, Võ, go ahead, go. Christina, are you there?
Me?
Yes.
Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. The unsurpassed, deep, profound, subtle, wonderful Dharma in 100,000 million eons is difficult to encounter. Now that I've come to receive and hold it within my sight and hearing, I vow to fathom the thus come one's true and actual meaning.
Good, thank you. Now we will, today we will watch a good movie. I promise you, you will see the good movie. What up? Go too fast. Okay. Demi, go ahead and be at the beginning, go.
Maternal love and paternal love have always been divine affection which is incomparable. Since ancient times, people have compared parents nourish children like the sea and the sky. And there are also children who are fond of nurturing their parents regardless of the months and days. Although those were extremely hardship days, in Hamlet 6, district of Phong Mai, country of Kalong, provide Dong Thap give birth to a child. The Thang Long, who was filial, just like a fairy tale full of humanity. In Hamlet 6, district of Phong Mai, country of Kaolan, there's young man Li Sun Long, about 30 years old, single and extremely loyal towards his parents. He works as a motorbike taxi driver to live, nurture and take care of his parents.
Okay, good. Stop right there. Stop right there. Okay, tell me what you understand that in the old time, right? The people compare the parent taking care of the children like the sea and the sky. What does that mean? Let me. In the old time, right? The people compare the parent taking care of the children like the sea and the sky. What do you understand that?
Not really.
Not really. Good. Sophia, do you understand this?
Sort of.
Tell me what you understand.
So, maternal love and parental love basically have been what it says, divine affection. And a long time ago, people so basically it just talks about children who are like nurturing their parents.
No parent nurturing children. Okay, the other way. The parent take care of the children, right? Like the sea and the sky.
Because I got confused because I thought it said children who are fond of nurturing their parents.
Oh, no. The above. I'm talking about the ancient time. People have compared the parent take care of the children like the sea and the sky. What does it mean?
I'm not really sure.
Oh, okay. In the old time, right, the people compare the parent taking care of the children. That means the love, the love and kindness and the compassion of the parent, just like the sea and like the sky. Does it make sense? Can we measure how deep the sea is? Can we? Sophia?
No.
Demi, can you measure how high the sky is? No, it means that the parent love and kindness, their kindness and compassion, it it's no boundary. That means it's deep like the sea, high like the sky. That means no boundary. That means nothing can compare to that. Does that make sense, Sophia?
Yes.
Okay, nothing can compare to the parent kindness and compassion. That important. Okay, and also now in this story, we also talk about the children who take care of the parent. Okay, now we are in here at the district Phong Mỹ, county of Cao Lãnh and province Đồng Tháp. There were the trial named Lê Thanh Mộng, right? Who were filial just like a fairy tale full of humanity. That means just like the fairy tale. This is a very good story. And he's a young man at that time. He was about 30 years old. He he is single, right? That means he's not married. And he very extremely filial. That means respect the parent, toward the parent. He worked at the motorbike taxi. Do you know the taxi? That means the taxi driver can take the customer from one place to the other. But motorcycle in Vietnam, they also do that too. They can give the customer a ride from one place to the other, so they can get the money. That's how they earn a living. Okay. So he used that kind of income to take care of his parents. That's what it means. Go ahead, Sophia. Go ahead and read this one.
After coming home, he stopped to buy an outdoor shop. Please sell me a pineapple, 2 fishes, and 2,000 dom of bean sprouts. The owner of the shop asked, "How much did you make today?" But bought so much food. He replied, "It's a lot, also not little, around 70,000-80,000 dom. It's okay." The old lady next house asked, "How are your parents, Mong?" He replied, "Yes, my parents are fine, Mrs. Hyde. I forgot to bring money." The owner said, "You can pay me whenever you can." Another said, "Do you have it? I lend you money."
Okay,
It's
good. Stop right there. Arian. Okay, okay, Arian, go ahead.
Another said, "Do you have it? I lend you money." "It's okay, leave it there. Pay it when you have it," Mrs. Bui T. Kwan said. "He is very gentle. His family is kind and does not displease even a child. He works and works very hard. In the morning, he buys food for his mother and father, and he must feed his mom piece by piece for her to eat. His father can eat by himself. Every day he wipes or cleans his parents' bodies before going to work. When he gets back from work, he cooks food for his parents."
Do you understand what you took?
Yes.
You tell me what you understand.
Um, what is his name again?
Huh?
Um, the
No, tell me what you understand.
he's very compassionate and helps his parents a lot. He takes care of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you take care of them. And how we do it every day.
He wipes him. He wipes them before he goes to work and cooks food after he comes back.
Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right. That's good. Okay, let's see. Um, let's see. Kaden, are you there, con? Kaden? Kaden? Patrick? Patrick? Read this one, go. The reporter narrated. Can you hear me? Patrick? no, you mute and unmute. It toggle. Unmute it. Something wrong with your audio. Turn on your webcam, go. Okay, switch your audio. Click on the mic and the arrow, and you can click on the audio setting. That's how you can change it. Okay, hold on. Anyone, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Okay, Patrick, I cannot hear you. All right. Let me move on to the next one. Serena.
The reporter narrated the following. It was the people here who spread each other out about Li Tang Ma's filial piety and all his incomplete youthful dreams. Every afternoon, to finish his work hired by others, and he rushes home. It is a place of deep emotional love and also the driving force in his life. Mr. Mong said, Dad fell down, took x ray pictures. The doctor said that my dad's back was injured and his centrum was pushed up to vertebrae. My family is too poor, so I could not be able to pay for my father's medical treatments. So he lies down on the wooden floor for 19 years, and my mother had a stroke about 2 years ago.
Okay, tell me what you just read.
Lei Tung,
Mm-hmm.
the character,
Yeah.
finished his work and rushes home.
Mm-hmm.
His dad fell down, took x ray pictures, and the doctor said that his dad's back was injured. His family is too poor, so he could not pay for his father's medical treatments. And so he lies down on the wooden floor for 19 years.
I mean the father, the dad, right? And the
Yes.
mother also have a stroke for 2 years. That's good. That's good. Okay, Christina Jill.
The reporter continued to narrate as follows. Over 70 years of human life, over 7 years, Mr. Tran Ngan Hong and Mrs. Wen Ti Hung Fu mounted their bodies on the wooden floor. She had a stroke. Her brain was no different as a little child. Even though his dad was still able to recognize, he was paralyzed. His ears could not be able to hear clearly. The old radio was only friend. The couple whispers to each other even though they cannot hear each other properly. That is how they spend their time together. Their great happiness is their youngest son.
Good.
Mr.
Stop right there. Stop right there. Tell me what you understand.
Um for 7 years, the mom and dad, the mom, she her brain was the same as a little child, and the dad was paralyzed and he could not hear correctly. But the mom and dad, the couple, they still communicate with each other and spend time with each other, and their only happiness is their youngest son.
Okay. Well, what happened? They mounted their body on this wooden floor. That means they lie down on the floor for that many years because they cannot move. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Runner. Where runner?
Mr. Monk said, at first, it was a bit difficult to take care of my parents. Now I got used to it. I got used to and know how to take care of them. Considering that it is daily duties, whenever I have to go to work early, I clean my parents' body first before going to work. I come home from work around 11 a.m. and cook food for them. In the morning, I usually buy one small bag of cake, around 20,000 VND, for parents to eat with milk. At home, there are three siblings, but my older sister was already married. My older brother also works far away, rarely comes home.
The only time I am not taking care of them when they pass away, but now at least they are still alive. I am not easily giving up on them.
Okay, tell me what you just read.
So Mr. Mong takes care of his parents before he goes to work, and then when he comes home around 11 o'clock, he has money where he buys cake for his parents to eat with milk, and then he has three siblings, an older sister, an older brother.
But do they take care of their parents?
No, they do their own stuff.
Yeah, because they have their own family, right? And the brother is work very far, rarely go come home, right? So that's why. He come back every day from work. He cook food for them, right? And okay, that's good. Okay. Let's see. Nami, 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 are you there? Hmm. Okay, I could not hear you, Kang. I could not hear you. Can you move a little bit closer to the mic? To the mic?
The reporter continued to narrate as follows: as a son, but his house is all provided by him. For Mr. Mom, he can see his parents daily. Life has treated him good. It just it was just that sometimes a man in his 30s was startled by the day when someone asked him about his wife and children. Mr. Long said, my parents are like that when I get married to have children. I don't feel comfortable. When she knows how to empathize and love my parents, she may lend me a hand and help out along the way together. If she does not understand and walk away, then it will be breaking heart for each of us. Furthermore, I don't know whether she loves my parents or not. Otherwise, it is pitiful for her.
Okay, good. Tell me what you understand. When okay, he can see his parent daily. That life is treating him well. What does that mean? Dummy?
It's like it's hard to explain.
Okay, that means when he see his parent every day, that means he very happy. That's all he need. He want to see his parent every day. That's what he means. That means life is treating him well. That means good. Okay. And you know what? He said that he's not married right now, but he said that if he going to marry, and what about if his wife, if his wife understand him and help and could lend him a hand to help him out to take care of his parents? But what about if she does not understand and she walk away? That will be tough, right? So that's why he did not want to get married. Okay. When if let's say that when you get married, can you be able to take care of your parents, Christina, Chiu?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Let's say that when he get married, do you think that he can be able to take care of his parents with the devoted?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I mean, most people probably cannot, but I think since he loves his parents a lot, he will be able to.
No, what about if that's why he's saying here, if his wife not understand him, right? And you know what? She walk away, what happened?
He cannot take care of his parents anymore.
Yeah, that mean his family will tear. That mean his own family also will be far apart. as well as the parent, right? Mm. So that's not good. That's why he said that he doesn't want to get married. That's it. Okay, Christina Vaughn, did you raise your hand?
It was an accident.
Oh, it's an accident. Okay, Christina Vaughn, you want to read the last part?
Okay. Is it the reporter?
Yeah.
The reporter continued to narrate the following. Well, yes, it is true. Mr. Meng has no time to worry about himself. While his mind was devoted to his parents, like every day, now it is time for him to eat. Suddenly remembering a neighbor lady, tonight he has to spray the insects in hot pepper beds in her yard. He works extra hours to earn some money to cover the cost. The path of his life seemed to be full of thorns and darkness, but also from that brightened kind heart full of love, which contained the sacrifice of a filial son of love.
Good. Do you understand what you just read?
Kind of.
Good. Right. Good. That means he never think about himself, and he work very hard. And you know what? Usually he eat very late in the evening, right, at night, because that is the only time he can eat after he take care of his parents. And you know what? At that time, he still remember that he promised the neighbor lady to spray the hot pepper bed in her yard so he can earn the extra money to cover the cost. That's what I mean. His life seemed to be full of thorn and darkness. That means very difficult. But still, but from that, the Brighton kind heart that full of love. That means he have a very kind heart and full of love. He sacrificed so much for his family. That's good. That's really good. Okay. Mm. Let's do the meditation quickly. Then we will see the movie together. I promise you, we will see the movie. So starting from next week, I will change the topic. I will teach you something else. Okay, we were done for this thing. I think that we cover a lot of this thing already. So the reason I cover this a lot is that we need to value our parents. All right, 1, 2, 3. Time started. Yeah, all right. Okay. Serena and Christina, you.
12. 12.
Okay, Sophia and Arian,
23.
23.
Christina, Bob, and Patrick.
25.
Patrick. Okay, now I can hear you. Thank you. That's good. Nami, Kaden, Nami. All right. Uh, okay. All right. Let's show you the movie. Christina Chiu, you want to read the subtitle?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Since ancient times, people have compared parents nourishing children like the sea and the sky. There are also children who are fond of nurturing their parents regardless of the months and days. Although those were extremely hardship days, in Hamlet's district of Phung Mai, country of cow, land, province, something, oh my gosh, who was filled out just like the fairy tale full of humanity. Lee Tan-man, who works as a motorbike taxi driver to live, nurture, and take care of his parents.
Okay, this is a motorcycle, right? And he used that at the taxi driver, so he can drive the customer from one place to the other for the living, so he can make money from that. Yeah, it's a very difficult living.
After coming home, he stopped by an outdoor shop. Please sell me a pineapple, 2 fishes, and 2,000 VND bean sprouts.
Đồng, they call đồng.
Oh, yeah. How much did you make today, but bought so much food? It's a lot, also around 80,000
You know, 23,000 dong equal to $1. Okay, then he make every day he make around maybe $3. Okay.
That is good. How are your parents, Mom? Yes, my parents are fine, Mrs. Hai. 37,000. Yes. I forgot to bring money. You can pay me whenever you can. Yes. Do you have it? I'll lend you money. No thanks. I will bring it back later. It's okay. Leave it there. Pay it when you have it. Mrs. Bui T. Khan said his family is kind, does not displease even a child. He works and works very hard. In the morning, he buys food for his mother and father. He must feed his mom piece by piece for her to eat. His father can eat by himself. Every day he wipes or cleans his parents' bodies before going to work. When he gets back from work, he cooks food for his parents. It was the people here who spread each other about amongst piety and all his incomplete youthful dreams.
So this is the two parents on the floor, right? So,
Every afternoon, too, finishes work hired by others and rushes home. It is a place of deep emotional love and also the driving force in his life. Dad fell down, took x-ray pictures. The doctor said my dad's back was injured and his centrum was pushed up 2 vertebrae. My family is too poor, so I could not be able to pay for my father's medical treatment, so he lies down on his wooden floor for 19 years, and my mother had a stroke about 2 years ago. Over 70 years of human life, over 7 years, Mr. Tan Ngang Huan and Mrs. Win T Han Fu mounted their bodies on this wooden floor. She had a stroke. Her brain was no different than a child's. His dad was still able to recognize, but he was paralyzed. His ears could not be able to hear clearly. The old radio was the only friend. The couple whispered to each other even though they cannot be able to hear each other clearly. This is how they spend their time together. Their great happiness is their only youngest son. Mr. Moan said at first it was a bit difficult to take care of my parents. Now I got used to it and know how to take care of them. Whenever I have to go to work early, I will clean my parents' body first before going out. I come home from work around 11 a.m. and cook food for them. In the morning, I usually buy one small bag of cake, around 20,000 dong for my parents to eat with milk. At home, there are 3 siblings, but my oldest sister was already married. My older brother, who works far away, rarely comes home. The only time that I am not taking care of my parents is when they pass away, but now at least they are still alive, and I am not giving up on them. The reporter continued to narrate. As a son, but his house is all provided by him. For Mr. Mom, he can see his parents' daily life. Life is treated him good. It was just that sometimes a man in his 30s was startled by the day when someone asked him about his wife and children. Mr. Mom said, my parents are like that. When I get married to have children, I don't feel comfortable. When she knows how to empathize and love my parents, she may lend me a hand to help out along the long way together. If she does not understand and walks away, it will be heartbreaking for each of us. Furthermore, I do not know whether she loves my parents or not, otherwise, it is pitiful for her. The reporter continued to narrate. Well, yes, it is true. Mr. Mom has no time to worry about himself. While his mind was devoted to his parents, like every day, now it is time for him to eat. Suddenly remembering a neighbor lady, tonight he has to spray the insects in hot pepper beds in her yard. He works extra hours to earn some money to cover the costs. The path of his life seemed to be full of horns and darkness. But also from that brightened a kind heart full of love, which contained the sacrifice of a filial son of love.
Yeah, that's it. What do you think about this movie? What do you think? Arian,
Yes.
is it a good movie?
Yeah.
All right, Christina, you go
Yeah.
ahead. Go ahead and summarize the story.
There is a guy named Mr. Mo, and he is the youngest son of these two couples, and the family is really poor. So whenever his dad got paralyzed and hurt his back, and his mom got a stroke 2 years ago, they weren't able to pay for the medical bills. So now, for 7 years, his mom and dad are just lying on the floor. But even through all of that, Mr. Mom, he still takes care of his parents. Before he goes to work every day, he uh, washes his parents' bodies and then goes and he has to feed his mom piece by piece for her to eat. His dad is paralyzed, but he is still able to recognize people and objects, and his mom's brain is pretty much the same as a child's. And later on in the video, it talks about how he wants to find, if he wants a wife, she has to be loving to his parents and have to understand that he wants to take care of them. And if she does not understand that, it will be sad for all of them. Yes, that's all I remember.
Okay, so what did we learn from this story, Sophia?
That you should care for your parents because of what they did, because they took care of us when we were growing up.
Christina Võ,
Yes.
is it easy that to take care of the parent in this situation?
No.
Very difficult. But you know what? He very poor, right? He barely make a living, but he have a very rich heart. That means the heart is very big, right? He be able to take care of his parents. Um, you see a lot of people who are rich, right? Do you think they can be able to take care of their parents?
Some no.
No, no. A lot of people nowadays. Nami, Nami,
Yes?
did you see the movie?
Huh?
Did you see the movie?
Yeah,
Did
I saw most of it.
most of it? Okay. Did you see the man in that movie? He rich or he poor?
Poor.
He very poor, but he still be able to manage to take care of his parents with the love and kindness, right?
Yeah.
That means he become rich, he not become poor. Remember that. But a lot of nowadays, a lot of rich people, a lot of people, that means they have a good life, right? But you know, when the time they come to take care of parent, you know what? A lot of them, they cannot be able to take care of parent. Why is that? Ratner, why is that?
What is the question?
Okay, you see the man in this movie, he poor or he rich? Hello?
Poor. He was poor.
Very poor, but he be able to manage and take care of his parents with love and kindness and compassion, right? That means he become rich. He become rich. Okay, he actually become rich. That is the way we can talk. But do you know nowadays a lot of people who have a very good life, they also have a lot of money. Do you think that they can be able to take take care of their parents right now?
Yes.
You think?
Yes.
Well, you know what? A lot of them put the parent into the nursing home. Is that how we take care of our parents?
No.
Uh, that's really sad. I know it's very difficult for us because we have to go to work, right? And we have to make a living and we have to take care of our own family. If we have our own family, it's very difficult to take care of our parents when they old, right? But if you have the heart and the mind, doesn't matter how difficult it is. If you're willing to do it, nothing can stop you. Does it make sense? Right now?
Yeah.
Do you think that, did you see that, Demi, did you see that the man, he poor, but did he give up on his parents?
No.
No. He said that the only time he give up on his parents is when when they die. Not the only time he will give up on his parents. That means he take care of his parents till they die. No matter how long it takes. The father lie on the wooden floor for 19 years. 19 years. And you know what? When he take care of his parents, not only clean the body, that mean the parent the personal necessity, right? That means the human waste. He the one who clean them up. You understand that? It's not easy, but he willing to do all. Do you understand that, Demi? He have to clean his parent human waste. Do you know what is human waste?
Hmm?
Poo, yeah, poo. Right? It's not easy. But you know what? This is okay. What kind of mindset that help us in the future if we don't want that happen? But in the worst scenario, if we encounter that situation, how what kind of mindset can help us to fully devote our time to our parents? Should we take care of them when they get sick? Should we wait until when they get sick and take care of them? No, you don't wait until them get sick. You take care of them every moment. Because the truth, and he said that every day he see his parents. That means life treat him good. What does that mean? He feels so happy that he still have parents. He's very happy the parents still around with him. Patrick, oh, somehow your mic a problem. Okay, Patrick, you need to fix your mic on. Maybe you don't need to use the microphone. You can unplug it. It will work. Do you use your microphone? Okay, can you? Okay, somehow I could not hear you. All right. Sophia, did you raise your hand?
I was gonna ask, uh, do you visit and take care of your parents?
Who?
You.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a good question. That's a very good question. My parents in Vietnam.
Oh.
I escaped the country in 82 when I was 14 years old. I away from my parents for 30 some years. And my mom will pass away on 2012. This is how I take care of my parents, even though I live far away from them. But I take care of them financially and also uh, spiritually. Okay, when my mom I went back there, visit them very often. But each time I come back, I only come back 2 weeks because I still working, right? When I came back there, I don't go play like other people. No, I spend my time at home with parents because the purpose I'm home is for them, not for me. I have no time to go out and play, go to travel here and there. No, I don't need those things. I only need my parents. Okay. When my mom uh, got sick in 2007, okay, I fly home. I stay in. I stay there for 1 month because that's the longest I can stay because I still working, and the company only give me that much per time, and I only start a new company only 7 months, and that they allow me to stay there for 1 month, and they pay me off. I spend my time because my mom in the hospital and she was coma. Okay. I go because my house near very it's about 10 minutes walking distance to the hospital. I spend most of the time in the hospital. I slept only 2 or 3 hours a day. Okay. And you know what? And that was about the Lunar New Year nearby. And my mom in the hospital for 3 weeks, and they gave up on her. They say that they cannot be able to help my mom recover. And they said about 3 days away from the Lunar New Year. That means 3 more days, it will be the Lunar New Year. They said that you should bring your mom home. Because here, the New Year, no doctor, no nurse, only the janitor. And I said, okay, all right, I take my mom home. And I also, at that time, I also hire the, I also hire the helper who helped my mom to. In the meantime, I went back home for lunch and dinner. I work. I go back to the hospital again. And at night time, I spend time there. I sleep there. I slept in the hospital. So, and she also said to me that she would like to go back to her hometown to have a New Year celebration. I said okay, and that means nobody else willing to help my mom. I said all right, if no one, I will take care. Well, and I took care of my mom the rest of 10 days because the helper went back to she will return on the 6th of the Lunar New Year, and that's where I go back to the country, go back to the US. Well, I took care of my mom for straight 10 years. Every 2 hours I have to roll my mother and I have to wipe her back to make sure that she she will not get infected, right? But still, well, I did try my best. And you know what? I take care from A to Z, include the poo-poo. Well, remember one thing. We come from there. Does it make sense? There ain't no disgusting because we come from there. And they are our parents. Doesn't matter how difficult it is. You know what? When I take care of my parents, I feel so proud that I have a chance to take care of her, even though I live in US. But this is the very precious time that I be able to take care of her for that whole 1 month. And you know what? When I fly back to the country, and you know what? I assume that my mom will pass away. Maybe whenever, maybe 1 or 2 months. And I already bought the funeral packet. Everything is ready for her to go. And then when I went back here, I prayed for her so much. At the same time, I worked so hard, 16 or 17 hours a day to repay the company. But I still be able to manage to pray for her. And you know what happened? After 2 months, she be able to, we took her to the different hospital, and they be able to recover her, took her out from the coma, that means unconsciousness into consciousness, that means out of the coma, and she back to normal, and she remember every single thing. But the only thing is she paralyzed. And whatever I try to hire physical therapy, whatever, it doesn't work because she's too old at that time. So I try my best, but she lived for another 5.5 years. And I call home every 2 or 3 times a week, and tell her the story, the Buddhist story, to my mom, and I also talk to her so a lot, help her to understand the Buddhism, the Buddhist teaching. And yes, at the end, she gone in peace. Okay, that's how I take care of my mom. So when I teach you guys, I use my own experience to teach you. I don't go by theory. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Very good. I'm very glad you can ask me that question. That's good. Demi, you understand, Carl?
Yes.
Okay. Make sure when our parents still alive, that is the most treasure you can have. No money, nothing can compare to that treasure. But when they pass away, you lose your treasure. The money, even though we are billionaire, what can it help when you have no chance to take care of your parents? It becomes meaningless because money come and go. You can work, you can find money, right? But when the parent gone, can you be able to find your parent again? No. So don't let that become the remorse in our life, right? You do your best to serve them. When they're gone, it's okay. We accept it because that's all we can do. And you don't live with the remorse life. You don't feel regret. Does it make sense? Christina, Jill, you understand that, girl?
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure always value our parents every moment. Don't wait until they get old. No. Life is very impermanent, right? Come and go. We don't know when it goes, right? So we have to treasure every moment. Don't wait until when we lose it. And doesn't matter whatever you do, it's gone forever. Okay? And right now, my father, my dad, still alive. It's he 88 years old. But even though I became a monk, right? But I made sure before I became a monk, even though I don't support my family no more, but I make sure that he fully provided and he lived in the comfort life. And right now he lives with my youngest sister, the one I helped her throughout the education when she was very young. Okay, so and now she have a good family and 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 she will take care the her dad and I also call home. I try to call home a couple times, 2 or 3 times a week to recite the Buddha name with him. Because the only thing I can do with him is to recite the Buddha name because he's old. He more forget a lot of things. Okay, so that's the only thing I can do. So doesn't matter it's a lay person or a monk or a nun. Respect the parent is the number one thing you need to do. Okay. All right, go. Good. That's good. That I really glad you asked me that good question. So when I see the people who respect the parent, I really love them so much because that's how they should do. But in now the day, children respect the parent is very rare, and that's very sad. Well, don't know what to do. Okay. Let me read cái này đi con.
May every living being on minds as one and radiant with light share the fruits of peace with heart of goodness, willingness, and right. May people hear and see how hands and hearts can find in giving unity. May their minds awake to great compassion, wisdom, and joy. May kindness find reward. May all who sorrow leave their grief and pain. May these boundless light break the darkness of their endless night. Because our hearts are one, this world of pain turns into paradise. May all become compassionate and wise. May all become compassionate and wise.
Thank you, con. Thank you. And remember, I told you, right, when I told you that treat your enemy just like your friend. Yes, I did. That even though the one who give me a lot of trouble, I still love them. That's how you help them to become a good person. Okay? All right, God. Nam mô Di Đà Phật. Bye, God.
Dạ cảm ơn thầy.
Nam mô Di Phật cho thầy.
Cảm ơn thầy.
Bye, God.